Welcome back to Sportsbook Review. Right now I'm joined with Troy West from allplayswin.com to chat about the South Carolina UNC game going down 16 days from today. Welcome back, Troy. So today we're talking about the tight spreads. Looks like the odds makers are expecting a good game out of this one. The Gamecocks are 2.5, 3-point favorite depending on what book you're looking at. Totals definitely on the high side for this game, as high as 66 in books like BetOnline. Troy, what are you seeing in this game?
Yeah, initially when you look at it, it looks like a trap game, right? You got to remember, though, North Carolina gave up 39 points a game last year. That's 39 points a game in an ACC conference, which I felt very much overrated. Yes, it's got some talented teams, the Miamis, the Florida States, and some Georgia Tech, Duke, those type of teams. But this is not a top-tier conference. You look at the other side, you get at the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier, in the SEC, a team that's going up against powerhouses week in and week out. I truly believe that in this game, North Carolina is getting way too much respect. I know it's a I know it's a rival between the two teams. I know it's cross-state rivals. It's going to be a good football game. But in the end, I am truly shocked to see this South Carolina team be only -2.5, -3. I think this is a game that South Carolina is going to go into. I've looked at this recruiting class that South Carolina's put together. They've got a good quarterback coming back. I know he was a backup last year, but this is a guy that looked outstanding in the spring game. South Carolina's just a good overall football team, and I think they're looking to bounce back off a mediocre season. I truly believe South Carolina's the pick here. You're looking at a North Carolina team that gave 39 points a game. They really didn't do a whole lot to improve. I think South Carolina wins this game by at least a touchdown.
All right, but Troy, what about this Gene Chizik factor? I mean, he's coming in. He's put across some of the best defenses in the nation. He took the Auburn Tigers all the way to the championship. Don't you think that's going to be a little bit of a factor in this game?
Should give him a little bit of a boost. I do believe that. But I think when I'm looking at the roster, the talent of players South Carolina's got, the playmakers they have at the wideout position, the quarterback position, I think is going to be a strong point for them. And I truly believe, just listening to Steve Spurrier, listening to this guy coach, he's got a few years left, and I think this is one of the better teams he's had, especially with South Carolina. So I don't know if Gene can work enough magic to get that number from 39 down to something reasonable. I know North Carolina will be better, but good enough to beat the Gamecocks in week 1, I don't see it happening.
All right, so it sounds like you're steering towards the spread in this game. Don't like the totals very much. Should we steer clear of that big number?
I would stay clear of it. That is a big number. Again, you do look at what the defenses did last year, and you'd say big number, but both teams will realistically get into the mid-30s. But the way I have this handicapped game, I think it's going to be about a 35-24 type of football game in order of the Gamecocks.
Troy West from allplayswin.com. Thanks for joining us and for the insight.
Thanks, guys.